Hi guys, it's Andreas, Sonic Mainliner, and I watched two videos today, three videos actually, relevant to this subject. One was from James Buttery, and he did this video in like a response to Robert Z. Now, Robert Z is somebody that I don't follow, to be honest, but you know, he put a question forward, like, you know, how if enough is enough and when is enough enough. And then I watched another video from Chris and Chris Alvear, and he was saying that, you know what, he sort of stuck to one part of this this question about, you know, multiple copies. And I watched the original video, the originator, if you like, Robert Z. And what struck me was, first of all, two things. One was that he kept on repeating about the fact that, you know, we're all going to die at some point, and what's the point of all this, and, you know, why, you know, bother with, you know, collecting stuff that, you know, at some point you won't, you know, take with you in the other world, which doesn't exist, but doesn't matter. So on one hand, I think that's the first thing. Second thing is, why have all this when, you know, oh, I have like this program and I put my records there, and, you know, I have listened to, it took me 10 years and I've never listened to everything, and what's the point? So on the first hand, it's like, it seems to me that Robert Z is going through sort of a midlife crisis, and he's sort of like, you know, what the hell is all this all about, kind of thing, which, you know, to be honest, I get and I don't get, because at the end of the day, what's the point of anything? What's the point of living? I mean, we're going to die anyway, so why bother wake up in the morning and, you know, go to work, or, I don't know, feed your children, or, you know, do anything really, have a shower? Why? You've got to die anyway. So that is like, it's pointless. It's things that we do. It's things that we do to make our life more interesting. So record collecting is one of them. So, you know, enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it anymore, if it brings doubts to you, or, which I don't think that record collecting is a problem, because you can trace the exact same, you know, argument to pretty much anything at the end of the day. So, yeah, why do anything? You know, why get a haircut? I haven't, you know. You see my old videos, I have like really short hair. I haven't. What's the point? I'm gonna die anyway. Yeah, exactly. So, you know, never mind. Anyway, that's one thing. So, life crisis aside, and you know, whatnot. So, yeah, that doesn't matter. So, if we take that bit aside and going on to the fact that he has 2,800 albums, which is fine. I mean, you know, it's alright. It's a good number, I have to admit. I don't know what exactly, you know, that 2,800 albums consists of, because it might be like Madonna best ofs, which, you know, or Atom Heart Mothers, which is not the best Pink Floyd album anyway. So yeah, I cannot judge. I mean, you know, if he likes it, then he likes it. I mean, it's his thing. Yeah, whatever. The thing is that I have a lot of records as well. You know, it's not here, you know, you know, comparing penises or anything. I have a larger collection or I have a smaller collection. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, there's a couple of things about record collecting, because I've done a lot of thinking about this. First of all, record collecting, the records that you collect are a part of your personality. It's like, it's a reflection of who you are. It's like you're proud of it. It's like, you know, you're happy about it, and, you know, it sort of brings elements of your own personality, things that you like to hear, and it's things that potentially you would like to express in some way that the artists on the album actually express for you. So it is, and that's why a lot of collectors say that, you know what, I hate the idea of, you know, having my collection being broken up in pieces and sold off when I die. I would like for somebody to take that collection with him as one thing, because it's basically your legacy in some way. So that's one thing. I don't know where I started with that, but that's the thing, is that, you know, the collection is part of you. The second thing is that, yeah, now I remembered what I wanted to say, is that we are referred to as vinyl junkies at some, you know, for some people it's like, oh, I'm a vinyl junkie. And the interesting thing is about the junkie bit of the equation, if you like. What we're looking for, at least, you know, from my experience and the way that I understand it, is that I'm constantly looking for the next buzz. I'm constantly looking for the next thing that will just, you know, I will be like, wow, this is amazing, this is the kind of thing that I always wanted to listen to. As a result, I'm going through albums and I'm going through records. I don't always get the most out of it. I'll admit, I will buy albums, I will listen to them once, twice, 3 times, 5 times, maybe, if they're really good, and then I will jump on to the next thing, because that's what junkies do. And the more that, you know, you're more into that addiction, in quotes, because, you know, it is sort of an, it's not like an addiction, it's more like a need, in my opinion. The more you are into it, the bigger the dose that you need, pretty much like junkies, right? They start shooting it up, I don't know, a little bit, and then they're like, you know, high all the time and doing it all the time. Same thing with us. You buy a record, it means something to you, and you want to discover more, and then you discover more, and you know, it carries on. And the more you discover, the buzz sort of reduces. So in order to keep it up, you have to keep up the volume, if you like. And that's what happens. At the end of the day, as I said, you know, if it doesn't make you happy, then stop doing it. I get annoyed with myself as well sometimes. I mean, I buy records and I'm like, I'm running out of space. And the reason why I get annoyed about this is because I cannot get a bigger flat. And because I know that at some point I will need to move again. And that means that I will have to put my records in, you know, in risk of being damaged, and that's why I get annoyed. I do sell some stuff. Yeah, some things I don't really like, I will sell. I have put some records that I want to sell on Discogs that I don't necessarily not like, but I made a decision that, you know what, I need to make some space. I will put that and just, you know, put it there, and if somebody buys it, buys it. So, yeah. Anyway, Robert, I don't know if you're watching this. Yeah, I hope that, you know, you find it interesting in some way, or whoever is watching it, I hope that it is interesting. And yeah, basically the moral of the story is, if you like, you know, it doesn't matter, because, you know, it is something that makes your life fuller in a way, in some ways. As I said, you know, I have records that I will not listen to for years, but I like having them as well. Oh, I haven't mentioned that bit about ownership, because yeah, I can listen to stuff on Spotify all day, but if I really like it, I have to own it. Ownership is a big thing about record collecting and about collecting music. Having that piece of music is equally, if not important, if not more important than actually just listening to it. So, you know, it is a combination of a lot of things, to be honest, and it's, you know, it's a very complex kind of subject. There are some things that are similar across different people, but I think that, you know, it is a very personal thing at the end of the day, and it has to do with who you are, and, you know, sort of discovering who you are, or just, you know, letting people know who you are through, you know, some inanimate object. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, those were my 2 cents. I don't know if you enjoyed, or, you know, think it sucked or whatever. But yeah, that's it. Anyway, it's been 10 minutes. I've ranted enough. You know, I just wanted to come in here and just say 2 things. Tomorrow I'll be doing a proper Vinyl Finds video, because I did break down and bought some records. I shouldn't this period, but that's what I am, right? I am a vinyl junkie, so yeah. Funnily enough, it's not a new buzz. It's some stuff that I already knew about, and I just wanted to own them. I wanted to have them in the collection, to be like, yes, now I can sleep at night. It's there, third shelf on the left or whatever. So anyway, yeah. So that's the end of the video. You know what to do. It's not a Vinyl Finds video anyway, so, you know. Anyway, leave your comment. Say what, you know, if you think that you agree or you disagree, or whatever your opinion may be. So yeah, and I will be seeing you tomorrow, definitely, with a little bit more light, because right now it's like almost, what, 11 o'clock or something like that here. Anyway, see you guys.